Hello everyone. In this next section I'm going to go over variables and string interpolation. I started off with a new project, and as before I'm going to do a console.writeLine. I'm going to leave that blank for a second. I'm going to add in another console.readLine. And what we're going to do here is declare a variable. Now, what is a variable? A variable is a spot in computer memory that stores data. Last time we talked, I used a string, which is a number of characters, and that string can be stored in what I just called a variable. So here we will define a string variable. I will type in string. We'll call it my string. I will place an equal sign, and I will type in look at my string. It's great. And I'll add a semicolon at the end of the statement. So what did I do here? The first word I used, string, is called the type. Every variable has a type. The type represents, in essence, the size a variable will take up in memory. You'll see a number of types: int for integer, long for a long integer, string for a string, char for a single character. Each of those represents a different size in memory. Now, a lot of that is obfuscated in C#, and you really don't have to concern yourself with the exact sizes of each of these variables in memory. The construction and destruction of variables is handled by the interpreter. So the first word, string, is a type. The second word is the name of the variable. So I am associating the name my string with the value, look at my string, it's great. The equal sign sets the value, look at my string, it's great, to the variable, my string. In the previous lesson, what we did was we typed a string directly into console.writeLine as an argument. Instead, you can use a variable. So now I'll type in my string into console.writeLine instead of the whole string itself. Let's go ahead and build our application. Start it up. And you can see, look at my string, it's great, shows on the console. We'll press a key to close the console and end the application. Now, console.writeLine implements a function of the string class, which we'll get to in a couple weeks, the details of that, called string.format. And string.format does a lot of really cool things that you'll learn about and find very useful as you write more complicated applications. One feature it provides that's new in C#6 is called string interpolation. So let's say we had a partial string. I'm going to replace the value of the variable my string with green. Now, in console.writeLine, I'm going to replace the direct reference to my string with another string that says the shamrock is. I'm going to place a $sign at the beginning of the first quotation mark, and then I'm going to add a curly brace, type in my string, the name of the variable, and as you can see it pops up in IntelliSense, and I'm going to close the curly bracket. If we rebuild this application and we run it again, you'll see in the console that the string the shamrock is includes green as well, which is the value of our variable. String interpolation can be very useful when you need to substitute many values into certain strings, or if your variable is constantly changing but the rest of the text stays the same. There's other ways to express variable values within a formatted string, which we'll get to later.